secrets and camera flashes. Beijing International Airport in the early morning is usually filled with hasty business people and tourists with tired faces. But that morning, the mood was different. The keen eyes of fans and amateur photographers seemed to have smelled something. At the departure terminal, a tall man wearing a black hoodie and bucket hat appeared to be walking briskly with his head bowed. Although his face was hidden behind a mask, his body was too familiar. That's Liu Yuning. A few seconds later, from a different entrance, the figure of a woman in a white blazer and tight jeans stepped gracefully. Her jet black hair was loose and her face was hidden behind sunglasses. It was Li Yitong. They do not walk together, nor do they greet each other, but both were directed to the same international flight lounge, bound for Milan, Italy. Some fans who happened to be at the airport immediately shared pictures and videos on social media. "They're going to the same place," wrote one netizen. "Is this a coincidence?" Camera flashes followed. More and more people became aware of their existence. Their manager tried to distract attention, but too late their photos had already spread widely. An undisclosed project. Behind the furor, a big secret is being prepared by Golden Creek Entertainment. A film project called A Dream Within a Dream, an adaptation of the popular novel by Mo Jishi, has been quietly under development for more than 6 months. The story follows Liu Yuning, a legendary music producer who suffers the trauma of losing his family in an accident. His life changes when he meets Liu Yuning, a genius composer who loses the ability to hear human voices after experiencing severe shock. The male lead role had been offered to Liu Yuning since the beginning of the year, but he had turned down 2 other major projects in favor of secret projects. On the other hand, Li Yitong, known for his strong and emotional choice of roles, has also disappeared from the media radar since early spring. Now everything is clear. These 2 top actors are brought together in a film that promises deep visuals and emotions. But the company chose not to announce the project until filming was halfway through. Chemistry in the air and a trip to Como. The Beijing-Milan flight took more than 10 hours. A passenger sitting in business class leaked that Liu Yuning and Li Yitong were sitting side by side. They seemed very focused on reading the script together. Sometimes a little laugh, sometimes scribbling on each other's pages. Throughout the flight, they shared earphones, listening to classical music while taking notes. Some cabin crew claimed to have seen the 2 exchanging jackets because of the cold cabin temperature. Upon arrival in Italy, they went straight to the set on Lake Como, an exotic place with stunning landscapes. Old European houses, green trees that touch the lake, and such a calm atmosphere make the perfect backdrop. Script, scenes, and unusual looks. The first scene involves an intense argument between Liu Yuning and Liu Yuning. The crew was amazed how the 2 fused so quickly, as if they had indeed been living as those characters for a long time. In the training session, Li Yitong accidentally burst into tears before the dialogue even started. When asked, he only briefly replied, "His gaze is too real." Every break on set, they are often seen sitting side by side, sharing a warm drink, or discussing dialogue while laughing. At night, they sat together on the balcony of the inn, listening to the sound of the wind blowing among the old trees. Small signs that become big. Fans are becoming aware of the secret codes on social media. Liu Yuning posted a photo of an old piano with the caption, "If you can't hear, let the music do the talking." Li Yitong replied with a picture of a folded sheet of musical notes, and one word, echoing. The same bracelet, twin shoes, even one photo of them caught on camera while shopping in Como's small market all became the talk of the town. The hashtag #LioliDream began to rise on Weibo. They were named the most promising couple, even before the trailer was released. When the heart can't lie. Filming is getting intense. The first hug scene made both nervous. But as the camera rolls, they get into character very naturally. Li Yitong in a small interview with local media said, "It's hard to tell which is acting and which is reality, because I believe that love cannot be faked." Liu Yuning didn't say much, just smiled and nodded, but his eyes were always fixed on Yitong in between free time. Their makeup artist said, "You can't hide love from your eyes." They pay attention to each other in a way that only two people who have feelings do. Song Zuer's touching attitude. Amidst all the hoopla involving Liu Yuning and Li Yitong, one other name was quietly in the spotlight for Song Zuer. Despite not being involved in this film project, many netizens noticed a noticeable change in her lifestyle. He began to take care of his diet to the extreme, even refusing his own favorite foods just for the sake of keeping in shape. Song Zuer is not what he used to be, said a production staff member. She counts calories very strictly. The food is measured. Even brown rice is limited. Not only about food, Song Zuer's beauty routine also changed drastically. Facials twice a week, daily Pilates workouts, and super disciplined hours of sleep. She even cut back on variety shows to focus on herself. She wants to always look perfect, says her close friend. Because she was afraid. Afraid Yuning turned away. Back at the airport, the world knows. After 2 months of filming, the two returned to Beijing. This time there was no attempt to hide. They came out of the terminal together, walking side by side laughing. Media cameras captured the rare moment. No official statement, no clarification. It's just a fact. They're not hiding anymore. And when their photo went viral, Song Zuer was seen uploading a story with a sad song background and a cryptic caption. If you're happy, I'll retreat silently. Between art and love. The trailer for A Dream Within a Dream was released 2 weeks later. The final scene shows Liu Yuning hugging Yu Mian in the middle of a silent concert, then whispering, "If the world is too noisy, let me be quiet with you." Comments flooded. If this is acting, they deserve an Oscar. If this is real, they deserve each other. One movie, two hearts, one love story. Li Yitong posted a photo of Lake Como with the caption, "I'll be back. Because there's someone there who makes me feel like home." And the world knows that their love, whether real or still vague, has been fused with art.